You gotta stand on a chair. How you doing? My name's Jim Harris. That's a good name to have around here. We met, I think I met most of you guys already at the bottom of the driveway, running the transportation systems like this guy did for 33 years, right, grandfather? So my name's Jim Harris, and you're doing good, man. So it's a name that I've always been really proud to have. It's just, not only is it a family name, my dad, my grandfather, but it's something that has always meant a lot to me to carry around, mostly because of this guy right here. Dave's kind of the black sheep of the family. More ways than one. Not as relevant for him. So obviously, this is my grandfather of 35 years for me, 30-something years. He's a pretty important guy to some of us around here. My co-workers, my friends, my family who are becoming grandparents often tell me that it's fun to become a grandparent because you get to spoil your grandkids. And most certainly, Dave and I were spoiled. But we weren't spoiled from perspective of finances or gifts or things like that, but we were spoiled with, I think, time and lessons, knowledge. I don't know if you want to call it what you want to call it, but about 1977 this guy retired, and I actually remember his retirement birthday party, which is strange because that's about the same year my wife was born. But growing up as kids, we did a lot of camping together. We spent a lot of time on the Jesus.
It's okay, Truckee River.
We spent a lot of time on the Truckee River up at a friend's family's cabin, where grandfather taught us to do all kinds of fun things in the woods, and it really gave us a kind of a love of nature, which went on for a lot of good reasons. But one thing he taught us to make when we were kids were bugs. These are called bugs. I think they were invented before electricity. They're used for a flashlight, basically, when you're in the mountains and you don't have a source. So you'll see the candle burning inside, it won't go out. You can shake and walk and still burn it. So, and actually, when it's truly dark and you're in the mountains, it provides a lot of light. It's not going to do much here today, but he also taught me how to sharpshoot with BB guns. With BB guns. He took a candle like this when I was, I don't know, 7 or 8 years old, and tied it to a piece of fishing line, tied it to a tree, and then he'd set it in the wind and it would blow back and forth and he'd light it. And he would tell me that my parents have been kidnapped by Indians. Remember this? And unless I could snuff the candle out with a BB gun, I wouldn't get my parents back.
Grandfather! I didn't know that one.
If you made that deal with me in my teens, it might have been. As 7 or 8 years old, he taught me to shoot fairly well and to snuff candles from 20 or 30 feet away with a BB gun while it was swinging. So that's just one of the things. So this guy, I understand. This guy not only kind of gave us a lot from love of nature and a respect for nature, but also more practical advice and more practical lessons. Stop it. When I also at the Truckee River, when I'm 7 or 8 years old, I remember hours sitting down with you and getting lessons on what it was important to do in life to be successful later on. As a 7 or 8 year old kid or whatever, I want to go outside and throw rocks and go fishing, but I would sit down and I'd listen to lessons such as the importance of good mathematics classes, or working on a resume at that age so that you could get into college and get a good job. And sure, I was a little kid, but I knew I was getting important lessons. So I listened, and it's for reasons like that that I am where I am today. I got a couple of college degrees, which is great, but I also have my Eagle Scout, which was a pretty significant accomplishment as a punk skateboard riding kid. And it's really due to a lot of your influence and drive to keep looking forward at the future. Have fun with today, but the future's important, and keep that in mind. So I picked up a couple of things. How to be kind of successful in corporate America, which Dave and I have both pulled off. Thank you very much. I did never learn how to drive a truck, and I'm still a little disappointed there. But
I have a hard time driving a car on occasion.
that's true. You've taught me just a lot about life, a lot about how to be successful, and probably the most important lesson, which you refreshed my mind yet again yesterday, sitting down here by the spa, was 2 little words. You know what those 2 little words are? Yes, dear. Jenny, my wife, the only way I'm going to be successful in that front is to keep in mind the yes, dear. We know you did a lot at home that you wouldn't have done in the corporate world because of the yes, dear phenomena. So setting me up with this one is just going to help me out. I appreciate that. Oh, and here's a... Remember this?
Yes.
Yeah. This is a...
That goes back to trucking.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a...
Racer.
It's a race car that we carved together when I was probably 6 or 7 years old. So just, again, the great things, the time that you spent with us, just sitting at the river, carving this stuff away. So we kept it. Happy birthday.